Achieving optimal results involves selecting the right size and type of pad for your specific job. Trust us, using multiple pads for a single car is crucial. However, using multiple pads means facing the inevitable task of cleaning them afterward, which, let's face it, isn't the most enjoyable part of detailing. During the job, when your pad becomes loaded with compound and paint residue, the performance of that pad is diminished. To reset the pad, you have a couple options. You can utilize a nylon bristle brush to dislodge some of the residues while the pad is still attached to the tool. While not flawless, this method gets the job done if you don't have an air compressor on hand. Alternatively, if you do have access to an air compressor, use a blowgun to remove residues from the pad. Start from the center and work your way outwards towards the edge until the pad is completely clean. For stubborn residues, adding a bit of water to the surface before blowing it out can help loosen them up. Regardless of the method that you choose, we recommend cleaning the pad at least once per panel. Remember, the cleaner the pad, the better it performs. Also, don't forget to rotate your pads throughout the job to manage heat. We recommend swapping out every 2 panels as you're polishing on the car. Now, after the job is done, to maintain durability of the pad, immediately place a used pad in a bucket of water to prevent it from drying out. Once you've completed your work for the day, it's time for a machine wash. Use a dye-free, perfume-free detergent along with a bit of white vinegar to break up compound residues. Wash the pads on a low heat setting with an extra rinse if possible to ensure that all the residues are removed. You can either air dry them or tumble dry on low heat. Just avoid using dryer sheets. If you don't have access to a washing machine, hand washing is a viable alternative. Simply use mild soap, agitate in the sink, rinse it clean, and air dry. And don't fret if your pads become slightly discolored. It's perfectly normal and won't impact the performance as long as all the residues are removed. So there you have it, our top tips for maintaining your polishing pads in excellent condition.
There are a few simple steps you can take to maintain your polisher. First off, let's talk about cord care. One common mistake we see people making is winding the cord too tightly around the body of the tool. This can stress the cord relief area or cause bends and kinks in the cord itself. To prevent this, wrap it loosely in loops or even use a cord clip. Might not look as cool as hanging on the wall, but it'll help preserve your cord. Tight bends and stretching weaken the cord over time, which can lead to power loss. And without power, your tool won't run. So be kind to your cords. Next, keep those vents clean. Dust and fibers from towels, pads, and even compound dust can clog the vents around the motor, causing the tool to heat up and not perform optimally. Simply grab a vacuum with the brush attachment and give those vents a good cleaning once a week. Now, onto lubrication. If your polisher has a rubber shroud, a little dab of lubricant once a week will keep things running smoothly. You can use dielectric grease, white lithium, or even some Vaseline jelly if you're in a pinch. Just apply it between the shroud and backing plate and twist it around to spread it evenly. While you're at it, check to make sure the center bolt on the backing plate is nice and tight to avoid any surprises during a job. These simple maintenance steps will keep your polisher running at peak performance and help you avoid unexpected breakdowns.
Paint polishing, there's a joy in using a fresh pad, but how long they last depends on several factors: heat management, pad cleaning, and application technique. Breaking the job into manageable sections allows for efficient pad rotation, minimizing heat, and paint residue buildup. Essentially, the more pads you rotate, the longer they all will last. Using just one pad for an entire car will lead to premature wear. We recommend having at least 2 pads per vehicle, but having 4 or more is even better. We suggest cleaning your pads after each panel. This resets performance, reducing stress on the pad and keeps them cooler. For technique, remember 3 key points. Use reduced pressure, keep the pad flat to the surface, and maintain a shorter cycle time to extend pad life. Avoid rough treatment around badges, sharp edges, and corners. Once a pad sustains a cut or a chunk, it degrades rapidly, so handle with care. By being mindful of these factors, you can extend the life of your pads and continue achieving high-quality finishes that you love.
Polishing your car can be physically demanding, so it's crucial to stay comfortable throughout the process. Position yourself in a way that the area you're working on is right at shoulder height. This minimizes fatigue and ensures better control, giving you superior results. Next, load your polishing pad with the right amount of product. Less is more. Apply between 1 to 4 pea-sized dots of compound. You want just enough to get the job done without overwhelming the surface. When you start polishing, focus on manageable sections. A good rule of thumb is to work in an area about 6 times the size of your pad diameter. This ensures even results across the vehicle. For the best performance, keep your polisher set to a moderate speed. Move it slowly, focusing on precision over speed. On curves, keep the pad flat and apply just enough pressure to maintain contact with the surface. Let the polisher do the heavy lifting. And remember, consistency is key to safe, professional results.
It's important to be comfortable while polishing because it's quite a physical task. Keep yourself in a steady position and make sure the application area you're working on is easy to reach and between your shoulders. This will help you avoid getting tired too quickly and will give you better results. Once your polishing pad is ready to go, it's time to load it with just the right amount of polishing product. In general, using minimal amount of product yields the best performance. Apply between 1 to 4 pea-sized dots of compound. Next, make sure you're focused on polishing in a manageable section, not too big, not too small. A good rule of thumb is 6 times the size of your pad diameter. This helps ensure that your results are consistent across the whole surface of the vehicle. Keep your polisher set to a moderate speed for the best balance of power and performance. Move the polisher slowly over the surface, focusing on quality rather than speed. Ensure the pad stays flat against the surface, especially on curved areas. Apply just enough pressure to keep the pad in contact with the surface, but don't push too hard. Let the polisher do the work for you. By following these simple techniques, you'll be on track to achieving consistent and safe professional results.
To achieve the best results when detailing, choosing the right pad is key. But here's a crucial tip. Never rely on just one pad for an entire car. Multiple pads are a must for optimal performance, ensuring your work stays consistent. However, that means cleaning them after each use, and let's be honest, that's not always fun. When your pad becomes loaded with compound or paint residue, its performance will suffer. To clean it, you have a couple of options. If you're in a pinch, use a nylon brush to remove some of the residue while the pad is still attached to the tool. It's not perfect, but it works in the absence of a compressor. If you do have a compressor, use a blowgun to blow out the debris, starting from the center and working outward. Adding a bit of water can help break up stubborn residues and make cleaning more effective. It's essential to clean your pad after every panel to maintain its performance. Also, to manage heat buildup, rotate your pads every 2 panels. After your detailing job is done, place your used pads in a bucket of water to prevent them from drying out. For deep cleaning, machine wash your pads with dye-free detergent and a little white vinegar to remove all compound residues. If you don't have a washing machine, you can hand wash them with mild soap and air dry. Just be sure to dry them properly, either by air drying or tumble drying on low heat. Don't worry if your pads discolor over time. That's completely normal, as long as all residues are thoroughly removed. By following these tips, your pads will stay in top condition and deliver optimal performance for longer.
There's nothing quite like the performance of a fresh polishing pad, but many users unknowingly shorten pad life through poor habits. If you want to protect your investment and maintain consistent results, here are a few essential tips to extend the life of your pads. First, always break the vehicle into smaller sections and rotate your pads regularly. This helps minimize heat buildup and paint residue accumulation. Using just one pad for an entire car, that's a fast track to premature wear. 2 pads per vehicle is the minimum. 4 or more is even better for optimal performance. Next, after each panel, clean your pad using compressed air or a dedicated cleaning tool. This resets its cutting ability, reduces stress on the material, and helps keep temperatures in check. Finally, refine your technique. Apply reduced pressure, keep the pad flat to the surface, and use shorter polishing cycles. Be especially cautious around emblems, edges, and tight contours. Once a pad is torn or chunked, its performance drops significantly. With a little care and attention to technique, your polishing pads will last longer, stay cooler, and consistently deliver professional grade results.